Good morning. Today is finally the day that I get to take my first trip on Hullo Ferries from Nanaimo to Vancouver. I've got a birthday party to go to, so I thought it was an excellent opportunity to see how convenient this mode of transportation is. The last time I tried to take this ferry, it was canceled. That was quite the ordeal. It's been a whole month. So this is not where I was expecting to be at the moment. I'm not super surprised to have received an email saying that the first sailing was canceled because of high winds. Yeah, we were booked at 6 a.m. and I had a feeling that it might be canceled. I was supposed to be on the inaugural sailing at 6 a.m. and that did not happen. As you can see, I am taking a vehicle to the ferry terminal. It's about a 20-minute drive from North Nanaimo downtown Nanaimo, and the terminal for Hullo on this side is at 100 Port Place. That will take you into the Vancouver Harbour Flight Centre in Vancouver, which is at Canada Place. So the total sailing time is 70 minutes. Oh yeah, so if you are taking a bus, I was reading online a few people, their disappointment with, I guess, taking public transportation to downtown Nanaimo and then having to walk quite a distance. But then when I plugged it into Google Maps, it could get you as close as a 2 to 3 minute walk. I think people are exaggerating a little bit with that. Depending on what bus you take, you can get quite close and you don't have to walk very far. Something else that I did see in the comments, or what I have noticed, is that the loading of passengers is actually done outside. So I'm very curious to see how that's going to take place in the winter months when it's quite rainy here in BC. I'm taking the 10 a.m. Currently there are 3 sailings a day from either direction. So Nanaimo to Vancouver, there is a 6 a.m., 10 a.m., and a 4:30. And then coming back from Vancouver, there's an 8 a.m., 12 p.m., and 6:30 p.m., I believe. They did just announce that on September 11th, which might be before this video is released, there's a Beyonce concert and they are actually scheduling a late night sailing at 11:30 p.m., which I think is great. They listened to their customers, they listened to what people had to say. I think that was part of the excitement about having this ferry, was the access to concerts and events in Vancouver. It's really great that they did that. Hopefully they'll be doing it more often. It's a beautiful late summer day today. The weather looks gorgeous, so I'm excited for this trip over. Let's see how it goes. So I just got dropped off. I'm walking up to the ferry terminal. There's a lot of people here. It must be a popular sailing. I can see the ship out in the distance. The water looks amazing. It's such a beautiful day to be on the water. I love living on Vancouver Island. Here, and they're about to board Hullo Ferries. Is this your first trip? What's the purpose of your trip today?
We're going to Europe.
Going to Europe? Where's all your luggage?
Right there.
You're going all with, oh, that's amazing. Yeah, because the ferry doesn't take a ton of luggage, right?
I have no idea. We don't check that.
What made you consider taking Hullo Ferries versus BC Ferries?
Mainly because it puts you right downtown.
Yeah.
You don't have to go from Horseshoe Bay or Tsawwassen.
So once you get to downtown Vancouver, are you taking the SkyTrain to the airport?
We don't have a plan. We don't know where we're going.
I love it. I was drawn to you too. Hopefully you have a plan once you get to Europe.
We're going to hike across Portugal.
Amazing! And are you from Nanaimo?
No, Camel River and Portage.
Amazing. Cool. Okay, well thank you so much. Thank you. Contrary to what I thought, there actually is an indoor area. It's a little bit small, so while standing here and waiting for the ferry, and I've been waiting here for 40 minutes, most people were standing outside. There was a lot of people, and I don't know in the winter how that's going to fit everybody. A good option anyways that you can be inside. Once they start loading, and I'll flip the camera here, it looks like they do it in kind of segments and groups, a little bit different than what you'd see at an airport where it's like a steady stream. It looks like they just kind of like release a group of, I don't know, maybe 30 people down onto the dock, and they have one lady checking tickets. So I'll show you that now. So I booked a premium seat today, so that is up the stairs. Got my luggage with me, and I could not get a window seat because today's sailing is sold out.
Hey.
It's full, full, full. So just got off of Hullo Ferries, my first sailing across. I waited until I got to the top of the stairs to reflect on my journey. It was a very smooth sailing. It's a beautiful day for it. I'm sure maybe on rougher days you might want to use the seatbelts that they provide. It's super fast. How convenient is it that we are now at Canada Place right downtown? So you've got the Cactus Club right behind me, and I'm about to walk to the Bar Method studio that I used to work at on Smythe Street, which will take me about 25 minutes, and it's nice to walk, so I will document my journey home tomorrow. So I am at the free snack table for the premium seating on Hullo Ferries. So if you come on board and you are on the upper level, you have the option to get a snack and a drink. And I'm here with Lucas, who works for Hullo Ferries. He's worked here since June, since they brought the ships over from Vietnam. And he's going to tell us a little bit about what he expects the service to mean for Nanaimo, for Vancouver Island. I'm especially curious to hear about what it means for those living in Vancouver. This is Lucas. I was curious what you thought having a service like Hullo meant for people in Vancouver and having access to Vancouver Island.
So for people in Vancouver, it gives them the option of buying housing on the island and commuting to and from work every day. We'll have early and late sailings to allow for that.
And I was just talking to Alastair. I was curious because I argued that the cost of the sailings maybe didn't make it attainable for people to actually commute. And I thought you had a really good answer to that. Can you elaborate?
So what I was saying was, if you compare our price point versus, say, a walk-on BC Ferries, $20 for a walk-on BC Ferries and $39.99 or $40 for us, that extra $20 could save you 2, 3, maybe 4 hours of time. And so if you value your time, would you spend $20 to save 3 hours in a day? We think a lot of people would.
And what do you say to people who say, oh, well, it's only half an hour shorter than BC Ferries?
I would say it depends where you're going. So most people, their end destination is not Horseshoe Bay or is not Tawasin. For a lot of people, it's somewhere downtown or on the SkyTrain network. And so you have to think about, we bring you in right into downtown, right connected to the SkyTrain network. Whereas with BC Ferries, you're in Horseshoe Bay into downtown, whether it's by bus, could add another hour, hour and a half. The ferry is an extra half an hour. With the ferries, you usually have to be there half hour to an hour before. With us, you only need to be there 10 minutes before. So you add all that up, and it could be a 3 to 4 hour saving for you for an extra $20. And I think for a lot of people, that time is worth that money.
I agree. Lucas, you are volunteering tomorrow night to do the late sailing that Hullo has put on for the Beyonce concert, which I actually think is amazing. They listened to their customers. They wanted a late sailing for the concert. So what do you anticipate tomorrow to be like?
So tomorrow is our trial run for concerts and hockey games, doing additional late sailings to bring people home so they can go over to the concert, hockey game, and then catch the ferry on the way back.
Do you think it's going to be full?
Given that it's the first one, it won't be as full, but I'm expecting to see upwards of half capacity.
So that sailing runs at 11:30 p.m.?
11:30 p.m. is our scheduled time to depart from Vancouver. We will be standing by to see what the crowd is doing after the concert. Some on the social media was saying that Beyonce concerts often run late, so we are prepared to work around that schedule.
That's amazing. Also, we were chatting about perhaps pushing the 6 a.m. sailing to maybe a later time, and maybe why you'd be doing that.
So, I mean, we're a new startup, right? And we're learning and listening to our customers. So we came up with the 6 a.m. We're hearing a lot of feedback that for commuters, 6 a.m. may be too early. We also know that there are people coming over from Gabriola Island, and the first ferry comes in just after 6, and they would love to get on our commuting one. So, I mean, one of the things about being a private business is we're always listening to our customers, and they're telling us 6 a.m. is too early, so we'll adjust. And so we'll find the right time that, you know, works best for Islanders.
Yeah, it sounds like there's, you're in a period right now where there's going to be changes, and you're trying different things.
We're trying different things based on consumer feedback.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much, both of you, and thanks for doing such a fantastic job. We're so cozy up here. We're moving super fast. We're gonna get to Nanaimo at about 1:25, right on time, and check out these lovely snacks. Woo!